Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Master the Game. Tonight we're going to be playing a little bit of Monster of the Week. This is going to be nominally a one-shot adventure, but anyone who's played a game with me before knows that that's never what actually happens. So maybe a 2 or 3, we'll see. But in honor of the Halloween season, we're going to be doing something a little extra spooky tonight. We're going to be running an adventure that I should give proper credit where credit is due. An adventure called Wrath of the Pumpkin King that is written by Mikhail Aristov and written for the Monster of the Week game by Michael Sands. Monster of the Week is my absolute favorite game ever, and it's a great pleasure to be doing it here on Juce's channel. So I never even got around to introducing myself. Hello, I am Colin at Colinomicon on Twitter and Discord and Twitch and all the other places. I am a streamer myself. I also play on Encounter Roleplay constantly for one thing or another, along with a lot of the lovely people here, as well as some new friends I'm making for the first time here on the channel. And so I would like to have everyone go around, introduce yourselves, and tell us who you are playing this evening in the game. And I'm going to start over on my digital right with my dear friend Tom Grant. Tom, who are you playing tonight?
Hi, I am playing Gabriel Black. He is an initiate. He is a member of a secret order of Catholic warriors who fight evil. Very much inspired by Knights of the Cross and Paladins and things like that, with a little bit of a dark twist because I'm here with Colin, and you know it's got to be dark.
Yeah, Catholic Aragorn is the phrase we've tossed around.
I think I think that's
yeah.
what's right. Aragorn's too nice though.
Jesus Ninja. There's a ton.
No, ninjas are quiet. He's got like chainmail and stuff.
Yeah, no,
that's true.
I definitely let you know I'm coming. So
yeah, he's a bit more cantankerous.
I'll be playing the nicest guy ever to drive a blade through your heart,
with a big smile on his face
and tears rolling down his cheeks.
Treat Catholic guilt. There you go. Yeah. All right, underneath Tom, we have Bill. Bill, who are you playing tonight?
Well, I'm playing Cable Guy Bill. He's
no relation.
No relation. In an alternate universe, this might be me. Cable Guy Bill is a mundane. He's a cable guy. He's got a little bit of a family history with supernatural things, but he's never really experienced those directly himself. And he's kind of a chill guy who likes to handle his business, and when he's not doing his work, he has different side hustles, but he enjoys hanging out in his apartment building with his neighbors.
All right. Yeah. And for those of you not familiar with Monster of the Week out there, I should mention we're talking about the classes they're playing. We have an initiate so far and a mundane. In Monster of the Week, these are called playbooks, and they're more akin to sort of tropes that you'd see at a Monster of the Week show. So for the 2 we've had so far, Gabriel Black, the initiate, for something like that, secret society sort of thing. Think maybe like the Council of Watchers from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, a bit of Rupert Giles action, that kind of thing. Bill over here is the mundane, and in keeping with the Buffy the Vampire Slayer references, this is your Xander, the person who has no particular power or ability whatsoever, but somehow always ends up being useful, usually by accident, or gets captured a lot and has to be rescued. That's the other part. All right, to the left of Bill, we have David. David, who are you playing tonight?
Hey, Nerdarchy Dave here from Nerdarchy. I'll be playing Sniffles the Werewolf, a.k.a. Billy. And I am a monstrous, and I'm a werewolf. And my name is Bill. He's kind of a nerdy kind of character, tall, lanky.
Yeah, so this is our teen wolf. Yeah, we have our late teenage werewolf.
Yeah, but less cool.
But way less cool, right?
Well, yeah, like... He got turned into a werewolf and became cool, and that just didn't happen for me. I'm still waiting.
And could you know what? I'm going to save it while you're called Sniffles. We'll come back. We'll wait for that to come up organically. So Sniffles the werewolf is a monstrous. This is a trope of the monster hunter who is a monster themselves. So not to stick too hard with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but on the sexy side, this would be Angel. I can't think of a less sexy version at the moment, but on the sexy side, this would be Angel. So to the left of our dear friend Sniffles, we have Paula. Paula, who are you playing tonight?
I will be playing Zahara Malmore. So she is some sort of like creature, basically, and she feeds off the like essence and spiritual aura that people have around them. So she is also super strong, and has some sort of charming gaze. So kind of psychic vampire style is what we were going for.
Yeah, the psychic vampire. Laura gave me a reference for a Dresden Files character that apparently fits the description that I don't know because I've never read the Dresden Files, but like that. So Zahara is also a monstress, another monster hunter who's a monster themselves, but it's a pretty flexible playbook, and she took it in a more psychic vampire direction. And finally, Laura Grant, who are you playing tonight?
Hi, I'm Laura, and I'm playing Lita. Lita LaCroix. She is a 9-year-old little girl, and she is Cable Guy Bill's family connection to the weird. She is his niece, and she is a spooky. She sort of has some premonitions, but she also has some hallucinations. Not really sure how to tell those apart. And occasionally she can think bad things and make bad things happen. So, powers every 9-year-old should have.
So, we have a spooky menace to society that can make terrible things happen with her brain powers. What could go wrong? And that is actually where we're going to start tonight, this mystery. Normally, when I do these, I like to open these mysteries with a sort of narrated cold open, the way you would get at the beginning of sort of a supernatural procedural show. But thankfully, we have a spooky in the party in the form of Lita LaCroix, played by Laura, and she happens to have an ability that activates at the start of every mystery where she gets to see a premonition of what's to come. So Laura, what do you have to roll for that? What stat will you be using?
That is a plus weird. And if it's 10 and up, I get a detailed vision of something bad to happen and can take one forward. 7 through 9, I get cloudy images of something bad yet to happen and get experience if I stop it. And on a miss, it's a vision of something bad happening to me, and Colin gets 3 holds.
All right. So roll 2d6 and add weird.
9.
9. All right. So that is a mix for you. So read me back again. The mixed success is what?
You get cloudy images of something bad happening.
Okay. All right. We open tonight just down the river from where I'm actually sitting right now in New York's Hudson Valley, just outside the town of Sleepy Hollow. That is its real name. In fact, it is part of the legend by Washington Irving, but it's a real place with real people. It avoided that name for a long time. It was known as North Tarrytown for quite a while. Then in the 90s, it was decided that it was best to associate with the legend, embrace the myth, put up some kitschy headless horseman statues around town, and really lean into the whole aesthetic. A lot of people were attracted to the town around then. Property values went up. It's a very expensive place to live now. Quite a very affluent part of the state. Kind of places you find lawyers, doctors, surgeons, people who live upstate and commute down to the city for work. Some better than others. One of whom drives now along a highway in a large Cadillac, winding along the side of the river. Just crossed over the bridge. She is a woman in her mid-40s. She wears a white coat. She's just gotten off work and picked up her daughter from daycare. She drives quick. She has a real lead foot as she barrels over the bridge and turns harshly to the left and up the bank, headed towards Sleepy Hollow. She blasts the Carpenters on the radio, much too loud to really enjoy. But it drowns out all of the noise. as she winds through the pine trees, smoking a cigarette, trying not to hear the little girl in the back seat. Lita, you sit in the back seat of the car. Your mother lazily blowing smoke from her cigarette, not necessarily out the window every time, sometimes letting it drift from the corner of your mouth straight up your nose. She's like that. And as you look out the window, you can see that the landscape on this side of the bridge especially has begun to deaden. It's late October. Gone are the beautiful peak autumn days of upstate New York when the trees are just ablaze in golden yellow. We're now past that. The golds and the yellows, the sunburst colors have been replaced with the ash of dark browns and grays as autumn gives way to winter. You can see birds flying overhead on the clouded sky as you count the leaves as they fall along the car. And as you do, you begin to drift off. Lita, where does Lita go in her mind when she needs to feel safe or happy? What is her happy place?
So probably Lita's happy place would be a little park that is behind her uncle's apartment building, but it's kind of abandoned. It's not one of the nicer parks in town, so most of the kids don't go there. So she can go there most of the time and be absolutely totally alone.
And you smile to yourself knowing that that's where you're going. That's your mother is taking you to see Uncle Bill. And you already are holding that kind of hope of peace and isolation in your mind as you wind along the road. And as you shut your eyes, you see yourself sitting on that playground. It's an old jungle gym at the center of it, where if you climb to the top, you can get a perfect 360 view in every direction. Sure, there's not much to see, but to a 9-year-old, it's like looking upon the Pride Lands. Everything the light touches. And you see yourself sitting there in splendid isolation, in peace and quiet. No blasting music. None of your mother's voice arguing with the boyfriend of the week. No sound of chairs hitting the wall and shouting voices. No sound of breaking glass. Just peace and quiet. And then you realize that someone is sitting next to you on the jungle gym. It's a face you've never seen before. To some, it might be frightening, but to you, it's welcoming. It's a man with a jack-o'-lantern face. He holds out a book and offers it to you. A simple children's picture book. And on the cover is a man with a jack-o'-lantern head riding a horse. And Lita, as you look upon this book, you feel as if you wish to know every single word written inside of it.
Can I attempt to reach out and take the book?
You may. You reach out to take the book. The man with the jack-o'-lantern head places it in your hand, clasps your hand atop the book with his on top of it, and says to you, "Learn my name." And then your eyes open. You are in the back seat of the car, and it has come to a halt. Your mother, all right, get out.
Okay, Lita's gonna reach next to her in the car and grab her backpack. It's one of those stupid looking backpacks that looks like it's a stuffed animal, like a dog or something.
Oh, nice.
And it doesn't carry very much at all, so I have no idea why kids have these backpacks. But
A book.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah, she grabs her dog backpack and jumps out of the car. And I'm assuming we're at Uncle Bill's.
You're actually about you're like a block away, but she didn't want to go that far. Because there's like a lot of cars down. It's hard to pull a U-turn. There's a lot of cars parked down there. So she just kind of pulled up and said, all right, hurry up. I'm gonna be late to OTB. Get going.
Is her purse in the back seat at all? Like, did she throw it behind her when she got in?
Roll a flat 2d6.
10.
Yes, it is.
Can I grab like some loose change and, stuff out of her purse that I want?
Yeah. Are you doing this like brazenly? Like not even attempting to hide it, or?
I mean, maybe. I assume she's not looking at me, so.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, she's really not paying attention. So I'm gonna say, yeah, you can rifle through her purse.
To me,
she's really not. She's fiddling with the radio. She's got a cigarette. She's all right. Go, come on.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab money and anything else I want out of her purse, and then I'm gonna take off walking. Make sure I stop by the like a convenience store that's nearby and pick up junk food and stuff before heading to Uncle Bill's.
Okay, I'm going to roll a D100. Holy fuck.
How much money did I get, Colin?
You got $99. Why did I do that? Okay, well, there's tons of loose ones in her purse. She plays the scratch offs a lot, so she does oftentimes keep singles on. I'm gonna say there is just like a wad of cash, basically, though. Indeterminate amount. I don't usually fuck with dollar amounts in this, so an indeterminate amount, but a large amount of money. There is a wad of cash that is at the front of her purse, and she has left the zipper of the front pocket open, and you can see it very clearly. And I do believe you have poor impulse control. So
I do. I have really poor impulse control.
Yeah.
So yeah, on the way out, I'm just gonna grab it.
Yep, and just grab a whole roll of money out of her purse, and then you start walking away, and she, you see she just rolls the window up behind her, and you hear her ease off the clutch and peel out sloppily. Smoke billowing from the car as she drives away. You're about a block away from your uncle's apartment now, and there is a little bodega between here and there if you wanted to get junk food.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to swing in and pick up junk food. And before, I haven't decided if I'm actually going to my uncle's yet or if I'm going to swing by the park. I don't know. The premonitions got me a little bit weirded out and curious. I think I want to go to the park first.
Okay. All right. So you go, let's say first though, you go to the convenience store.
Yeah.
On the corner. Anything you want to get? What do you want to get?
Let's see.
What did I like at 9?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Those really cruddy candy cigarettes.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are terrible. They taste like chalk.
Yeah, they were real bad.
Yeah.
And the gum that's disgusting, you can't chew it for more than like 6 seconds before it loses all flavor.
Are you just running down like shitty Halloween candy, basically?
Pretty much, yeah.
Is she one of those weird kids that likes candy corn?
No.
Thank God. All right. She's not that spooky.
No, she's not that scary. However, she will pick up the Halloween themed Peeps.
Nice. Are they bats?
I think they're pumpkins.
Dope. Oh, even better.
Yeah, well, because what I really need is sugar covered in sugar.
Dope.
And
So
I'll probably pick up something to drink, something highly sugar.
A Mountain Dew Code Red.
Something like that, yeah.
So you come up to the counter with your little arms just full. And by the way, could you describe for everyone, Lita?
Yeah, so Lita's a 9-year-old little girl. She has like corn blonde hair that she wears in braided pigtails. And she's definitely wearing a private school outfit. So little plaid blue pleated skirt, high knee socks. It's got the blue V-neck sweater with the white collar shirt with a little tie on it. Has the school logo sewn onto the side.
Okay. And you come up in your adorable little uniform and everything, coming up to the counter with just your arms just full of just utter high fructose corn syrup and YOLO number 5, and just drop it on the counter. And the guy behind the counter knows you. He's seen you in here before. His name's Leo. And he says, "Oh, Miss Lita, you're back. And buying my entire store, I see."
No, I didn't take any of the potato chips.
Oh, that's good. Those rot your teeth. What is this? Did you get a paper route or something, young lady?
My allowance.
It's quite an allowance. Wow. Very
Mommy
impressive.
loves me an awful lot.
Well, your mother's also got money to spare, so. Are you going to see? Is your uncle sending you to pick something up? Need some milk or something?
No. I'm on the way there. I didn't want to. He doesn't have good snacks at his house.
I don't know. He buys like all of my Doritos.
I know. But he just has that, and he has brownies that taste funny. And
I didn't sell him those. No matter what I did not sell him those. I don't care what you heard. I don't care what he said. I didn't sell him those. Right. Anyway. Okay. That's going to be, wow. I got to say, like $25 worth of candy is a lot of candy now that I'm looking at it.
I count out exactly the exact amount and hand it to him.
Thank you. And hey, are you feeling okay?
Yeah.
You look a little flush.
It's cold out.
Well, okay. It's just there's that thing going around. A lot of the kids are getting. I want to make sure you're all right. You've been checked out. I mean, your mother's a doctor, right? So I'm sure if anything was wrong with you, you'd know already.
I mean, I guess technically, yeah, she's a doctor.
Oh yeah.
No, I feel fine. When he says this, have I heard of anything going around or?
No, that hasn't reached your neck of the woods quite yet. You haven't been over here. Your mom hasn't dropped you off in a week. If there's any recent news, you haven't heard it.
All right.
All right. Well, if you're feeling feverish or anything, cover your cough, cover your face, and tell your uncle so you can go see a doctor.
You think Uncle Bill knows where a doctor is?
He's probably been to one before, I imagine. Yeah, kind of think of it, doesn't seem like the guy goes to a doctor very often. Does he have health insurance? Does the cable company give him health insurance? You wouldn't know that. I don't know why I'm asking a 9-year-old that.
No. I'm going to look around and see if there's one of those like liter bottles of hand sanitizer.
Yeah, shit. It's 2020. There totally is. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to buy one of those too, because now he's made me a little bit nervous.
All right. Fun fact, the state of New York actually has its own brand of hand sanitizer. So you can get the New York official hand sanitizer. It is some of that fine Empire State hand sanitizer for another amount of dollars. I'm not keeping track of this money.
That's fine.
All right. Well, be good. And say hello to your uncle for me.
Always.
All right. Lita, you set out toward your uncle's apartment. Oh, you're going to the park first.
The park first.
Okay. As you walk down the street, the sidewalk is covered in leaves. You can kind of kick your way through the mounds of them as you go. Nice
Yeah.
noise as you traipse through all these brown dead leaves, and you reach the familiar sign of the Whispering Pines apartment complex, where your Uncle Bill and all of his best friends live. It's such a lovely little community to have here. But it is a big, newer construction building. 2 floors. Every apartment has a balcony or a patio. Bill has a cheap little garden apartment that faces out toward the courtyard. Not much of a view. Cheaper because it doesn't face the river, so no views of the water or anything like that. But it gets by. Nice place to live. And it's just on the other side of that courtyard, way out back, near this park is actually quite far removed from the rest of the complex. It's far back across the lawn, where there is it's right near basically a ditch or a culvert that's just filled with cattails, and it's really sort of the edge of the property line for this apartment complex. It's one of the reasons it's always so quiet and so alone. It's so far away from the road and so far away from all voices. And as you walk toward the park, carrying your little shopping bag of hand sanitizer and chocolate and sugar, you see that same jungle gym where you just were minutes ago in your mind. What do you do?
I look around. There's nobody there.
There's no one at the jungle gym, no.
Okay. I'm gonna go in, and I'm assuming this is one of those really, really old parks. So like there's mulch.
Yeah, it's one of the old parks where the ground is just like pebbles.
Oh, okay, even better.
Yeah, gravel parks.
Like if I fell off this jungle gym, I could really hurt myself.
You could skin your knee pretty bad. Yeah.
Excellent. So I'm gonna go inside the jungle gym, dig around, see if there's anything in the ground. I'm looking for this book. It strikes me weird. Do I find it there?
You dig through piles of rocks. There's all this gravel.
Mm-hmm.
It's been the same gravel there for as long as you can remember. It's very old, and there's lots of just shit that's been buried in there. You've found this park is a little dirty, as this is apartment complex. You have found all kinds of unmentionable things amongst the gravel. There have been needles found in the gravel. There have been bandages found in the gravel. There have been all sorts of disgusting things found in the gravel. Which is why it's a surprise when your hand touches something solid and smooth. At the bottom of the gravel. You dig through, you feel the dirt, and then something smooth covered. And as you wipe away the gravel, you see there is a book in there.
Is it the same book? I'm assuming it's not just some random book I found.
It looks a little different than you remember it in your dream, but it has the same cover with a man with a pumpkin face on the cover. And Lita, you can read. Yeah.
I'm 9.
You're 9. Hooked on Phonics worked for you, and you sound out in your mind that the book is titled In the Eyes of the Jack-o'-lantern by Finley Russell.
Okay. Finley Russell. All right, I'm gonna put the book in my bag and go into Uncle Bill's.
All right. We're gonna go back in time a few minutes to Uncle Bill's apartment, to just before Lita arrives.
Yeah.
Bill, and I'm gonna say Bill and Sniffles, Zahara, Gabriel. You're all hanging at Bill's place right now.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be there at once. We can have you come in one by one. But I'm gonna start with at least David Sniffles. What are you two doing hanging out at Bill's place this afternoon?
Well, after a week of work, Bill's ready to unwind. So he's fixed a drink. He hooked up the original Xbox to the big screen TV, and he is teaching Sniffles about the glory of Halo 2.
Hell
And
yeah.
Four-player split screen.
Hell yeah.
And maybe Sniffles has never played this game because it's that old, but he's already beating Bill because he's younger and knows video games. And this makes Bill angry because he no longer has his great video game skills that he acquired in the 80s and 90s. So now he's having his ass handed to him by a young kid, but he's still having fun. You know,
all of the Atari skills didn't translate exactly to Halo 2.
Yeah, so we got the Halo 2 original Xbox up on the big screen. Of course, it looks like crap because it's not an HD, but Bill looks past that.
And I want to emphasize something, Bill, as you tell me what you guys are doing. You were not expecting Lita to come over today.
Of course. You know why? Because my sister Karen is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, she's a fuck up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, bearing in mind that you are not expecting visitors, what are you guys doing?
Playing Halo.
Hell yeah. Okay. Did anyone get into the brownies?
Not yet.
Okay, too early.
But there is a big fat bowl of Ruffles potato chips, like in the center on the coffee table.
The cheesy Ruffles? The tasty
sour cream and chive.
Fuck yes. All right.
We'll probably order a pizza later, but
all right.
Sniffles loves hanging out here because Bill the Cable Guy always has the best snacks. And he's also kind of broke, so he's a bit of a moocher. Hey man, this game is great. You know, the graphics are pretty good for how old it is. You got any real food around here though?
I think I got some bread, and I might have some ham in the fridge, but look at the date because I don't remember when I bought it.
Oh man, it's probably all right. It can't be that old. You would have eaten it by now.
If it feels slimy, just rinse it in the sink and then put it in the microwave for about 15 seconds. It'll be fine.
Oh, the grossest thing I've ever heard.
Sniffles, Billy's definitely going to do that because, Bill's old and wise, so he knows about this stuff.
Bill would never lead you astray.
Yeah. So I shuffle across the room to the kitchen in my dungarees, sneakers, and oversized hoodie, and start helping myself as I've done many times before.
Meanwhile, while he's abandoned his controller, I hunt him down on whatever screen we're playing in and shoot him repeatedly so that I can advance more kills. And hopefully I kind of check over my shoulder every once in a while, make sure he's not paying attention so that I get more kills in the game.
Bill, roll plus charm, manipulate someone.
That's a 9 plus 2 is 11.
11. You get away with it. You don't hear Sniffles. You go to the fridge, and at no point do you hear the killtrosity coming from the other room. I don't remember how many kills that was. It was a lot, though.
He can't hear it over the grumbling of his stomach.
Yeah. And you get to the refrigerator, Sniffles, and as you open it up, there is a Tupperware container in there that contains what appears to have once been guacamole, but has changed a rather sickening brown color. There is a loaf of bread that he's keeping in the fridge. I guess he doesn't use it that often, trying to preserve it. There is some milk on the door. There is an entire shelf of beer. And there is a pack of ham that does look a little slimy.
Yeah, I'll follow his advice. I'll grab the bread, grab the ham, grab a beer, avoid the milk. He's learned his lesson about the milk. We do not drink the milk.
And the ham, as you take a look at it, Sniffles, the ham is definitely gone off. That's past its expiration. But just something about meat just really, really need. There's no replacement for meat right now.
We do the trick. We do the trick. It'll be all right. Meets meat.
Roll and act under pressure. So roll plus cool.
All right. Wow, that's not going to be very good. So that is a 5.
That is a fail, my dude. You hold up like this whole pack of like Oscar Mayer ham that's like still in the plastic, and you feel as you grip it, your nails begin to grow longer and dig into the side of the container, and a sort of puree of ham starts pushing up from the top of it, and you just instinctively just wharf this whole thing down. And you feel your teeth slightly pointier. You can tell it's getting close, Billy. It's almost time.
So I kind of look around, and
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot. Mark experience for failing that roll, by the way.
Woohoo! Experience.
Mark 1 experience.
So I look around, and it's just Bill around, and he's like got the ham, so he's kind of like contemplating whether he should just let it go. And he kind of does.
All right. You know this feeling. You've had this feeling before. It doesn't mean it's going to be immediate, but you know that it's probably within the next few days. Must mean full moon is probably coming.
Yeah. So like the back of his hands kind of like erupt with hair a little bit, and then it just like sucks back in. And he had his hand by his face, and he was eating, and he's like, and he quick, almost like from his reflexes, lightning quick to his pocket, and grabs his handkerchief. Hey man, did you get a dog? Freaking hate dogs.
No, I can't have any kind of animals in here. You think I'm trying to pay an extra $500 for my deposit? No way.
Yeah. I'm so allergic to dogs.
Although, you know what? Someday I'm going to get a house and I'm going to get a dog. Dogs are way better than cats.
Agreed. I dislike dogs, I admit, but I hate cats. They're so creepy. Their little faces, the claws, and that sound they make, like little engines.
You know why? Because you can never trust a cat.
No, I don't think you can.
As you're complaining about cats, there is a kind of scratching sound coming at your door.
Hey, Billy, go see what that is.
Sure. I go to the door and, hey, man, what's going on as I open the door?
It is Zahara, next door neighbor.
Hey,
Zahara,
how's it going?
Zahara, your cable's gone out.
Is Bill here?
Yeah,
Who's
he
that?
doesn't really go anywhere unless he's working.
Okay, look, I got this problem at my place, okay? Do you think he could just come over and just fix it? Something happened with the wires or whatever.
Oh, yeah, sure. He's great with the cable and stuff. Yo, Bill!
Yeah.
You got your tools? Z's cable went out again.
Oh, hey. How's it going? Yeah, hold on. Let me get my let me get my meter. Let me get my strippers. Let me get my wrench. And I'll check your signal. Give me a second, all right?
While he does that, I go back to the couch and I then start murdering his character over and over.
You've been killed 60 times since you've gotten The game is broken. By the way, for those of you at home, the rest of this episode is just going to be a highly detailed tutorial on how to fix someone's cable, so it's best if you just do that now. So as Bill gathers his tools to go fix Zahara's cable, there
All
is...
right, let's
Oh, God, he... What the shit?
I go down the hall to the utility room with Zahara. Now, hey, was it completely out, or was there like a little bit of snow? Tell me a little bit about it. Let me see.
No, it would do that thing where it would like flash for a second and then it would go out.
All
So
right,
I
you know
tried
what?
to like jiggle the thing in the back, you know, but like it would come on for a second, but then it'd go out.
Enough.
That wasn't in character. I just don't want to do a full tutorial on how to fix the cable.
So I go fix the cable, and then I invite Zahara to come over. I say, hey, we're gonna order pizza. You want to come hang out? We're gonna play some video games. Might play cards after that. There's a new game that I picked up over at the hobby shop. It's called Dungeon Mayhem. It's like D&D but easier with cards.
Oh, dude, I heard about that one time.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Yeah. No, one of my friends was saying that I should check that out.
Yeah, you should come by. Yeah, come on over.
Okay, I'll come over.
So we go back to the apartment. I order a pizza, and then continue playing Halo. You want to play Halo, Zara? It's kind of old school. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've played this like 100 times.
Oh yeah? All right. Well, come on. Let's see what you got.
Zahara is great at Halo, just so you know.
Both of you roll kick some ass.
Yeah. Bill has a 4.
Do I have to add something to that?
Yeah, tough.
This further adds to Bill's feelings of inadequacy against his younger video game opponents, but he bottles up his frustration on behalf of his guests.
Well, let's see how she did. I mean, it might be just as bad if you both
I
failed.
got a 5.
You both failed. Amazing. Fucking amazing. How do both you guys play an entire game of Halo without ever once killing each other? You play a versus deathmatch. I'm gonna give you some old school references. You play fucking like hang 'em high with nothing but rocket launchers, and you still manage to never kill each other. It's the most boring game of Halo ever played by human, and you both should be ashamed of yourself. Meanwhile, there is one member unaccounted for here, Gabriel Black.
Well, Bill invited Gabriel over because it's Friday night.
Oh, sure. And he's there, but he's not there. Gabriel is currently outside the apartment, watching from a distant location as a little girl digs under a jungle gym.
Gabriel's probably in his car, having pulled up and noticed Lita, and is just kind of sitting quietly watching her collect the book. His eyes kind of glance back to the guitar case sitting in the back seat of his car. Just kind of sighs, checks the knife at his belt. He's kind of doing a bit of a conceal, but not too much. Like the handle sticks out occasionally. He doesn't actually care if it violates New York state law. He hasn't been called on it, so he's gonna let Lita go up first and kind of follow her up just to keep an eye on her and make sure that she doesn't get into any trouble in between the park and Uncle Bill's.
Lita, do you get in any trouble between the park and Uncle Bill's?
Well, I mean, that's a bit of probably not. There's not that far between the park and Uncle Bill's.
What about that book?
Oh, I put the book in my book bag.
Sure. Okay, so you're just carrying it. All right.
Yeah, I was gonna wait till I got to Uncle Bill's to read it. So here's my next question: the apartment building, is it one of those that you have to like buzz to get in?
I'm gonna say no. The doors. Think more like a 2-story motel, almost like that. The doors all face out to the sidewalk. That goes along the street.
I think I would intercept her at the stairs then if this is a second-story apartment.
It's a first-story apartment.
It's first-story apartment. I would intercept her before the door then.
Garden apartment. Yeah.
Yeah. Just
okay.
Walk up and be like,
you see Lita walk by, and you exit the vehicle and kind of move at pace to kind of catch up with her. And Where do you intercept her?
About 10 feet from Uncle Bill's door. I'm assuming after he has gone over to help with the cable, so that we're just on the sidewalk, and you're just gonna look down at the horde of sugar and other things, and just, you've been in your mother's purse again.
You can't prove that, as she blows a giant bubble with totally flavorless bubblegum right now. And then she reaches into her bag and grabs one of those really crappy chalk cigarettes and goes, "You want one?"
Of course, your allowance.
Yeah.
What were you digging around for?
Money in my mom's purse.
In the park.
Oh, I thought I saw something shiny.
You should be careful in that park. There are like needles and things. I feel like we've gone over this before.
We have, but I don't touch the needles.
Yeah, it's, you don't see them until you just walk and knock on Bill's door, like in front of her.
Knock on Bill's door. Who answers?
Hey, Sniffles, get the door.
Sure, man, but I feel like you just keep me around to answer the door all the time. And he shuffles off to answer the door.
You open the door, and when you open the door, the first thing you see is the eyes of Gabriel Black, and then look down to see little Lita LaCroix.
He jumps. Whoa, man! Why so always so intense? Always.
Hi, Billy. It's good to see you.
I'm gonna like sneak past him and like kick my shoes off and go over to a pretty beaten up like lounge chair and pull my feet up under me as I pull out my new book. And I'm gonna pull out one of my textbooks too and put it inside my textbook so it looks like I'm doing homework.
Ah, nice.
Can I take a narrative flair here and assume that Bill got sick of getting trash canned in multiplayer and they've switched to co-op single player? So Gabriel just looks over and goes, "Is that Halo 2? Are you guys giving the Covenant their bomb back yet? Like, hold on, give me a controller." As he comes in.
Oh, hey, Gabe, how's it going? Come on up, man.
Good to see you, Bill.
Hey, kid, what the hell are you doing here?
Mom dropped me off.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, Karen.
She said she called you.
She didn't call anybody. That's all right. You know what? I just ordered pizza.
Did she not call, or is your voicemail full again?
Bill, roll a flat 2d6.
9.
I didn't think of how to handle a mixed success on that particular result. It is both. Your voicemail is full, but she did also try to call.
Since I have charm, I'm just going to pull that off as blaming it on Karen.
Easy enough to do.
Well, you know what? Doesn't matter. I ordered pizza. Everybody's here. We're going to play a little video games. And then I got this new game from the hobby store. So we'll try it out. All right?
Okay. I'm just going to sit here and be quiet and work on my homework. I mean, I know how to not be in the way.
All right, kid.
Hey, man, like, what are you reading, kid?
An algebra textbook. Can you do algebra, Billy?
Well, yeah, I can, but why would you want to? I'm done with school.
I'm not. They're giving me a test next week.
Well, maybe your Uncle Bill can help you with that.
Uncle Bill, can you do algebra?
I got a D- in algebra.
I have a better grade in algebra than Uncle Bill.
Like 30 years ago, too.
You know who could probably help you is Zahara. She's pretty smart.
You guys really don't need to pawn off helping me on all your friends. I can actually sit here and study by myself.
Isn't algebra kind of advanced for you? Like, what kind of school is this?
It's a private school.
Oh.
She's smart.
I'm special.
Probably smarter than her mom, too.
Mommy's a doctor.
Yeah, but that don't make her perfect, kid.
No, but she's smart. She had to go to doctor school.
Uh-huh. Let's see her fix cable.
I have satellite.
Well, I
Same
mean,
thing.
you have to fix mine like every other day, so I'm not sure that you're the gold standard for fixing cable.
Hey, I got Employee of the Month 3 times.
Yeah, but when you work there for like 20 years, 3 times, it's not that much.
Yeah, you know what's funny, Zahara, is I get free cable. How much do you pay every month? Boom, kazam!
Yeah, man, free cable's pretty sweet.
Fine.
Gabriel is intensely focused on the co-op Halo and just kind of offhandedly is just like, let's not cast stones tonight.
Yeah, you're right.
2 points. My cable's free. How much do you pay? Is one hell of a flex, if ever there was. And Jesus Christ, Bill. And 2, Billy, and Zara. Gabriel is way too fucking good at Halo 2. The reaction times are insane. He is racking up kill after kill and barely taking any damage. It is a sight to see.
When is that pizza gonna get here? This is
Didn't you
ridiculous.
say you had another game that we were gonna play or something?
Yeah. Why don't we, before the pizza gets here, I'll explain to you guys how to play this Mayhem Dungeon.
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm kind of tired of this.
Elite
All right,
with
come
sword,
on.
elite with sword.
So while the adults bicker over what childlike way they shall entertain themselves for the rest of the evening, the studious young Lita LaCroix sits down with her book inside a book. Do you want to try to read the whole thing? Do you want to read only part of it? Do you want to read just the cover, read the inside? What do you want to do?
Okay, he said learn my name, so I'm going to start by skimming through and seeing if I can find the name of the pumpkin guy.
All right.
And when I can't do that, I'm going to sit down and read it.
Roll. We're going to do this as a sharp. Would you prefer to call it a read a bad situation or an investigate a mystery? It's really just a flavor.
What's the difference, Colin?
The kind of questions you can ask. It doesn't really make a huge difference, to be honest with you. Just roll plus sharp. Just go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, God, Bill. Oh, my face hurts. Oh, okay.
I got a 12.
Boom.
Wow.
And then I subtract 1 from that, so it's an 11.
Oof. God, you're lucky. You flip through the book. It is clearly a book written for grown-ups. This is not a kid's book. In your dream, you remembered it looking so much more inviting and kind of whimsical. But you read now that it's got some big, scary words in it. Words like murder and strangulation and decapitation. There's lots of violence. The cover, you're too young to know this, young Lita, but the cover has a very antiquated kind of 1970s pulp style to it. The cover is of course, dirty, but with your complete success, I'm going to say, you notice that there's the dust from the gravel that was all over it, but there's also caked on the book jacket. There's also some sort of dried mud that's caked on the side that seems like it's not from the park. It's a soil of like a different color. It doesn't seem to be from the park. But as you flip through the book, you were trying to find the name?
Yeah.
Lita, you see a sentence that ends in a name. You hear it is a character speaking aloud saying, "My name is," and you get to the word "is," and you feel like you shouldn't read the next word. Something feels very unsettling and you feel a deep pit in your stomach about reading that next word, and you keep your eyes away from it.
Okay. I'm going to flip back to the front of the book and start at the beginning and see if maybe I can like work my way up to it.
Roll plus sharp again.
Okay.
Load the gun and cock it for me, why don't you?
Three.
There it is.
-1 is 2.
There it
That's
is.
experience.
Mark experience, unless you want to use luck.
No, I don't have enough luck to use
You
luck
get 2
right
of those.
now.
And roll a d4 if you have one handy.
I don't have one handy. Hold
Okay.
on. Let me pull up a roller. Uh, 4.
4. Yes. Lita, you skim back through the book again. You're a brave little girl. You ain't afraid of no words. You skim back through the book again. You can't find the name anywhere. Except in that one passage. And you dig back through the whole thing until you finally get back there to that spot. And this time, you steel yourself, you shut your little eyes for a moment, and you focus. When you reopen your eyes, you look straight at that word, damn it. And that word looks straight back at you. It looks into you. You can't describe this. This is not a name that can be spoken aloud. It's written on the page, yes. When you scan it with your eyes, it makes sounds in your mind. It has a pronunciation, but not in any tongue or indeed even language you could possibly comprehend. It is a name that means fear. It is a word that describes the sensation of chills going up the back of your neck. In your case, Lita, it is a word that describes the feeling of knowing, the feeling of having to live with the fact that what you are, you were not born with, but you were created. That someone is responsible for what you're capable of doing with your mind, for the harm that you've done to your friends, to your enemies, to the pain that you visited upon people that you love. Your deep secret you never wanted anyone to know, but you saw it yourself. You know what she did. You know why you are the way you are. And now you know, without a doubt, that someone else knows too. And you feel in your mind's eye that pumpkin-headed man staring directly into the back of your skull. I see you. And then you're back in the living room. And Gabriel has just absolutely crushed the single-player campaign. He kicked everyone else off the console. No one else was allowed to touch a controller as he absolutely smashed his way through the single-player campaign of Halo 2.
I love this game. I love this game so much. It's been years. I haven't played this since since she was pregnant with Daniel. This is amazing. Bill, I forgot you even had this. This is great.
Yeah, it's really great. I love watching other people win at Halo. It's fantastic. Now,
I mean,
let's go play that other game. Come on.
I believe there's like a whole website devoted to that sort of thing now, isn't there?
I don't know, man.
You're right, Bill?
Yeah. Maybe later we'll play Gauntlet. See how good you do on that.
I've not heard of that one.
Uh-huh. We'll see. Red Warrior's about to die, buddy. Just remember that.
Zahara, roll plus weird, please.
10.
10. Zahara, you feel as if someone has just poked a bunch of needles on the inside of your skull, right at the back. It's a familiar ping you get. It's coming from behind you. It's coming from where Lita's sitting with a book open in her lap. Something's not right. And Lita has a faraway look in her eye.
I look back over my shoulder at Lita and say, aren't you doing like some math over there or something?
I'm going to slam the book shut and shove it in my book bag. And you can definitely see that I didn't take the other book out from inside of it so it doesn't close all the way. I go, no, math's stupid.
Okay, well, I mean, you can come play this game with us if you want to. If you want to give it a shot.
Stupid.
What's wrong with you?
I'm here.
I think you would be happy to be here. Right? You got video games, you're going to get some pizza, you don't even have to do your math.
Uncle Bill, I'm going to go out back to the park. I'll come in when I see the guy show up.
What time is it?
I want to pull out my cell phone. What time is it?
Is it dark out?
Fucking kids. Yeah, sun has set.
I don't know about that, Lita. I don't want you going back there at nighttime because there's a lot of weird guys that go out there to get high.
It's the blue hour in photography. It's still, sky's lit up, but it's dark on the ground.
I mean, I don't mind if you go with somebody else, but I don't want you going there alone. Maybe Sniffles or Gabriel will go with you while we're waiting for the pizza, but just be back in like 15 minutes, all right?
They were going to play the game with you.
Well, then you sit here and play the game. I don't want you going alone.
Okay, I'm going to sit here, and then as soon as he's not paying attention and playing the game, I'm going to try to sneak out the door.
You little shit.
I am for impulse control. It's written on my character sheet.
That's true. I want everyone not named Lita LaCroix to roll plus sharp to see if they catch her sneaking out.
Oh.
You may elect to fail if you really think you're just not paying attention.
I have a awesome
Fail.
5.
All right.
A 9.
That's a 10.
The normally
Gabriel.
very attentive Gabriel is very distracted by his second run through of Halo.
You're doing speed runs.
It's really been a really long time.
God. You're getting the secret ending too, where you see Sarge fight the alien at the end. God, I can't believe I remember this shit. Anyway, I still remember the secret ending of the original Halo. So Gabriel, Bill, so absorbed. Zahara and Sniffles, you both notice Lita sneaking for the door. What do you do?
I just shrug and head towards the table where we play the game. Dibs on the wizard. Because I just know, like, if I say something, he's going to make me go with her. And that's just weird.
I love Sniffles' pragmatism.
Watching Sniffles kind of shrug it off and go sit down at the table, Zahara rolls her eyes, walks around the table, and gives Lita a couple seconds of a head start, but then kind of follows her out the door a little bit.
Okay. All right. Lita, you follow. You head outside, unaware of the fact that Zahara is following you. What do you do?
I'll go over and sit on the swings.
Okay. Walk over, sit on the swings. It's old. The very simple, standard, very standard public works playground. It's metal, chains, a simple rubber seat. There are 2 of them. There's an open seat next to you as you rock on the swings. Zahara, are you attempting to stay hidden at all? Or are you making yourself known to Lita?
No, I actually walk out almost by the sidewalk, and I'll take a cigarette out of my back pocket and light it, and I just kind of stand out there smoking a cigarette like that's why I came out here, but really I'm just sort of keeping an eye on her from a distance.
As you're smoking your cigarette, Zahara, glancing from Lita and then back away, trying to not be too weird about it, that you're watching her. You do see a car pull up and a fella carrying clearly a bag with pizza in it getting out, heading toward the apartment.
All right, well, I mean, I wasn't planning on paying for the pizza, so I'll just let him walk past me over to Bill's apartment.
Nice. Lita, what are you doing?
I'm gonna head back, but if I see Zahara out there, then technically, as soon as I see her, I'm like, oh, well, technically I'm not breaking the rules because he said I could go if somebody was with me, and she's out here with me. So I'm going to sit here until I see her go inside.
Yeah, she's pretty obvious. She's out in the open smoking a cigarette, so you can tell she's there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say there's nothing conspicuous about it. Zahara, do you go inside or do you approach Lita, or what do you do?
I kind of get down to the end of my cigarette and I throw it on the ground, and I look at her and make eye contact, and then I turn and walk back in.
Sort of I'm watching
Yeah.
you thing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fuck up.
I follow her in so it looks like I was with her the whole time on purpose.
Okay, we'll come back to you 2 in a moment. Meanwhile, inside, knock at the door.
Hey, it must be the pizza.
All right. You didn't get mushrooms again, did you?
You know how I roll. I get up, walk over to the door, pull out my Discover credit card.
This could be all product placement.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's been 30 minutes. If it's not here in 30 minutes, you get it for free.
Open the door.
Yeah, I heard what you said. We don't do that promotion anymore.
Oh, hey, Julian. Good to see you again, buddy.
Oh, hey, Bill. How you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
You wanted extra mushroom, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we got mushroom with mushroom and mushroom with sausage.
That's it. You got it.
Double extra large?
That's it.
Okay, these were really heavy, so careful.
I set them down on the counter. I give them the tip, 20%. And then I say, see you next week.
Yeah. Hey, can I get like a glass of water or something, man? I got like a headache.
Yeah, sure, man. Come on in.
Okay.
I get him a glass of water.
Oh, fuck. Is that Halo?
Yeah. I booted up the old Xbox. We're playing a little Halo here.
Hey man, you want to get a game in between runs?
Oh, man. I'm not supposed to, but actually, could I just like rip the bong or something really quick? That's
hold on. Let me make sure my niece isn't here.
She's not at the moment.
Come on over.
Outside.
Come on over to the palace. That's my bedroom. The black lights are already on.
Oh, God, Bill.
I go in, pack the bowl.
Wait, hold on. Back up. You're a man who has black lights in his bedroom?
Yeah.
You're brave.
I pack the bowl. I take whatever's left of the cup of water that he has, and I just take it from him and dump it into the bong to freshen up the water a little bit.
Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah.
Hold on, let me get my lighter out.
Come here for the method acting, folks. So he takes a rip and then just kind of throws his head back and is like, oh man, they're working me to the bone, man, and I'm
You gotta hold it in longer.
no, sorry. Oh man.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
I think I caught a Scooby snack in there, man. Oh.
Well, hey, listen, I don't mean to be a dick, but you kind of got to go because my niece is over here and she could be back from the park any minute. I don't really. We should have used the blow tube, but just I'll see you next Friday. All right, Julian?
Yeah, that sounds good. I just gotta deliver a extra mushroom and a sausage and mushroom to Bill.
You already did that. Are you okay, man? You can't possibly be that high from just ripping that bomb.
No, I don't no, I just think I have to lay down. And he curls up on your bed.
I walk out to the front room. Hey, Gabriel, come here for a second.
What's wrong?
My pizza guy's acting kind of weird. I don't know what's going on. He's usually pretty chill, but he said he didn't feel good. We went into the room, and now he's laying down in my bed.
You just let him lay down in your bed?
Hey man, you have that effect on people. But maybe you should call your sister. She's a doctor and stuff.
Yeah. I'll bet you Karen's probably 4 or 5 glasses of wine into her Friday night already. I don't know if I trust her with anybody.
Well, if he's ripping bongs and she's been drinking, that kind of that evens things out. It'll probably be fine.
That's not how it works at all.
I don't know. Gabriel, maybe take a look at him or something. See if he looks all right to you.
Gabriel's going to walk in very slowly, kind of walking up. Is he conscious at the moment?
Yeah, he is. But his eyelids are fluttering. He seems to be in and out of lucidity.
Hey, Julian, wake up, man.
You all right, buddy?
I'm
going to do just 2 fingers. Check the pulse. How fast is he going?
Like a fucking jackrabbit. And roll investigate a mystery.
All right. That's a 4 plus 0 is 4.
You got a coin or anything nearby?
You mind flip a coin?
Flip a coin.
All right.
Odds and evens? Heads?
Yeah.
All right. Tom. Oh, yes. Bless you for that. Okay. I'll explain what I'm doing behind the scenes at the end of the episode. But for now, you look this guy over, Tom. Sorry, Gabriel. Excuse me. His pulse is rapid. He seems like he's having a panic attack. He is pale. His skin is clammy and cold, and he's hyperventilating. You can see that his eyelids are fluttering open, and the capillaries in his eyes are beginning to break. And they turn not your average stoner pink, but a deeper red.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah.
Why don't you call 911?
Come on, man.
Just hide the bong and call 911. The paramedics aren't going to care. Just get an ambulance in here.
And as you
Hey, Sniffles, call 911.
Oh man, if he dies in here, it's gonna look so bad. I don't want to get arrested tonight.
Hey, it's my apartment. Just call 911.
Why does this weird shit always have to happen to me?
Hey, Gabriel, let's bring him into the bathroom and splash some cold water on him or something. Maybe that'll help him snap out of it.
I think that's possibly. We should probably leave him lying down until the paramedics get here. Do you have any ice packs? And
yeah, I'll go make one.
Check him.
Yeah.
I run into the kitchen and I fill my lunch bag with ice, and then I bring it back into the bedroom and hand it to Gabriel.
I'm going to make a point of order here, Bill.
Yes.
You are a shithead who has nothing in your fridge. Did you remember to fill the ice trays?
We'll find out.
Roll act under pressure.
Man, this guy is so sick. I don't know. He's gonna throw up all over Bill's bed. Can you send someone?
That is do I add cool to that?
Yes.
All right. So that is a 10 total.
Sniffles, I'm going to come to you because we're going to do this 911 call. You got a 10 total?
Yep.
You remember to fill the ice trays, you smart boy.
It's Friday.
I always fill the ice trays Friday morning. Tradition. So you have 2 full ice trays that you can use. You fill up fill up like a plastic bag or something with them.
Yeah, and a dish rag.
And a dish rag. Oh, good.
Yeah. And I just bring it over to Gabriel.
And Gabriel, meanwhile, back in the room, you are inspecting this guy. His heart rate is rapidly quickening. You see that his eyes are fluttering, and you recognize the motion. That's rapid eye movement.
Mm-hmm.
He's dreaming. And as you have this realization that he's certainly dreaming, his eyes suddenly snap open, and he looks directly at you.
Hello, Gabriel.
He's gonna very just calmly rest his hand on the hilt of his silver knife. Who are
He
you?
shuts his eyes, and they begin to flutter again, and the color fades. Seems to have passed. Just as
Bill comes back in.
Bill comes in with the ice pack.
Here's some ice. I got. This is all I had. I mean, if you got to use it. But otherwise, I won't have any ice for my drinks.
Give me a bit. Just give me a little bit of ice. We'll try to cool him down. I'm gonna put a little bit of ice on the forehead, a little bit like just under the chin, the neck.
I'll run and put this dish rag under some cold water and bring it back. All right.
That's a good idea.
Meanwhile, Sniffles is calling 911.
911, state the nature of your emergency.
Yeah, it's the pizza guy, Julian. He's really sick.
I'm gonna have to ask you be more specific than that. And where are you?
Yeah, we're out here at the what was it? Wispy Willow.
Another one. Yep. We got another OD at Whispering Pines.
I didn't say OD. There's no drugs here. He's just sick. He's a pizza guy.
Definitely drugs.
But anyway, yeah. Can you send them over to apartment 320?
I was
Out of character, totally expecting you to say apartment 420, but
yeah, apartment 320. Now, do not move the patient in the meanwhile. Very important.
Guys, don't touch him. Don't move him.
And can you tell me any other symptoms? What is your name, sir?
It's Bill.
Bill. Just Bill?
Yeah, just Bill. It's my apartment. It's fine. Yeah, just send someone. I think they just grabbed some ice to throw on him.
Okay, that's good. Now, is he hyperventilating also?
Hey, Gabriel, how's his breathing? Is he like hyperventilating and stuff?
Very rapid.
It's very rapid.
you hear another voice from the other side of the phone. A different voice, a deeper voice. Say,
ask if their eyes are fluttering. You have to ask that. That's part of the protocol now. I'm sorry. Are his eyelids fluttering and his eyes moving back and forth?
What does that even mean?
Just,
His eyes fluttering. That's
are
so
his
weird.
eyelids fluttering and his eyes moving back and forth?
Who even asked? Why would you even ask me about that? That's so weird.
Could you please answer the question, sir? This is very important.
Is his eyes doing anything weird?
No.
His eyes are perfectly fine, but he's just really sick, and he crawled up. He's in between pizza runs. He's going to get fired.
Okay, I told you, it's just an OD. It's not another one. No,
It's definitely
it's
not
totally
an
different
OD.
symptoms. I'm sorry, sir. I'm not talking to you at the moment. Yeah. No. Oh God. Okay. We will get someone out there, but it may take a little while. We're kind of slammed over here.
Like, how long? Do we just take him to the hospital?
Yeah, that would probably be faster. Yeah.
I think we're going to have to get the van, guys.
Worst 911 operator ever.
If we're not here, we took him to the hospital. Bye.
They told us not to move him. I'm confused. These are
Yeah.
conflicting orders.
They want us to take him to the hospital because it's going to take a long time to come out here.
Is he lucid again?
He does seem to be getting a little better. Yeah, he seems like he's. You see now if you've been monitoring him that his eyes are starting to open a little bit more and his breathing is slowing.
Where have you delivered pizzas tonight?
A bunch of places, man. Oh man, how long have I been here? Oh, I'm gonna get in so much trouble. I gotta get back to the restaurant.
Just look at me and answer the question. Where have you delivered pizzas tonight?
I just had a big order to the hospital.
The hospital?
St. Lucy's Hospital, yeah. St.
Mhm.
Lucy's, that one, yeah.
You
know,
dropped
the
it off
big-
at the
yeah.
front desk?
Well, I went into they know me there. So I'm like I deliver their pizzas most of the time, but they're like really, really busy right now. So they just let me go in the back and I just put it in their break room.
Anything strange happen?
No, I mean, manipulate someone if you're trying to get information out of him.
Oh, I'm awesome at this.
Are you?
Well, I rolled an 8 with a -1 becomes a 7.
Still a partial.
Yeah.
Shut up.
You did it. I didn't.
I didn't call it a semi. Okay. I get to give you you have to, so they will give you the information with a partial on this. They'll give you information, but only if you do something to prove you really mean it. Work on him a little harder. Do something to prove that you're looking out for his best interest, and he'll give you some information you're looking for.
The order that Gabriel's part of. I'm going to say it comes with some sort of like marker or indicator. I'm going to say it's like almost like a brand on the skin. And it is like a worked stylized cross like over the heart. And Gabriel's just going to pull his shirt down slightly so this shows through and says, "Son, what you're experiencing is exactly what I deal with. Now tell me, did anything strange happen?"
Yeah, there was this weird book. I wasn't even thinking about it till you mentioned it, but there was this weird book and it just looked kind of cool and I flipped it open and then I felt a little funny after that. But that's just a weird book. That's all.
You read the book?
I just flipped through it. Just saw some words. Really, it just looked kind of cool. It was like an old kind of like 1970s kind of like Pulp Fiction sort of aesthetic, and I'm like really into that. So I just thought it'd be cool. But I haven't felt normal since. Listen, I gotta go.
We should take you to the hospital. It's already been. We'll take you.
Okay.
Hey, Julian, don't say anything about the bong.
Take him. He stands up on his own power.
Mhm.
He seems all right. He walks to the door. He opens the front door, waiting for the rest of you to go with him to take him to the hospital. Opens the door. Lita and Zahara, you get to the front door just as Julian the Pizza Man opens the door. You see a very stoned looking guy standing before you in the doorway. And he says, "Hey, Bill, your niece is here." And Lita, he falls forward and nearly collapses on top of you.
Lita steps backwards.
Gabriel's going to just catch him.
Catch him by the scruff of the neck.
Yeah.
You take him to... As he collapses, you hurry him down the stairs and take him to the hospital. And when you reach St. Lucy's Hospital... Go ahead.
I was going to say, before they leave, can I use my alternate weird ability, sensitive, to open my brain up to the psychic environment and see if I get anything from him? Because that'll may be bad.
Yeah, roll weird.
That's 7 + 2, so 9.
9. Does it specify what you get on a partial success with that ability?
It does. A hazy impression about something important.
You look, as you're driving to the hospital in the back seat, pile into Bill's. Bill, do you have like a van?
I sure do. I got my work van.
Everyone piles in the back of Bill's cable van. And you can see from this as Julian sits against.
Can I really quickly?
Panel. What?
Gabriel's going to swing by his car and grab his guitar case.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, throw it in the back of the van.
You toss the guitar case in the back of the van. Everyone probably looks at you like, "What the fuck are you doing, Gabriel? Why did you just take the time to get your guitar case?"
The van definitely like rocks a little bit from the weight. Yeah.
And as this guy leans against the side panels on the inside of the van, lolling his head back and forth, Lita, you see a hazy impression of what looks like a bird cage made of dark, shadowy mist around his head, encapsulating his entire head. And as you pull up to St. Lucy's Hospital and open the back doors, you see that there is a line of ambulances piled in front of the emergency room bay. And even from here, from the parking lot, you can hear them. You can hear all of them. Dozens upon dozens of voices coming from the emergency room, screaming. And with that, we're going to take a quick break and be right back for a little bit more spooky.
Oh, snap.
Colin.
Holy shit.
I am so proud of that.
Hello. Welcome back.
We are going to continue with a bit of Monster of the Week. All right, so when last we left off, minutes ago, all of you had just arrived with Julian the pizza guy at St. Lucy's Hospital, the only hospital in Sleepy Hollow. And on this particular evening, it is utterly overrun with ambulances packed outside of the emergency room. There is a line down the block. And you can hear very, very clearly the screams coming from inside the emergency room. Inhuman, even at this distance, even through concrete walls, even through the walls of the van, you can hear it ringing. The screams of dozens of men and women inside that emergency room. What do you do?
Hey, Gabriel, I don't know if it's a good idea to drop Julian off here, man. It looks like something's serious going on.
Gabriel is just staring at the line and hearing the noise. And I am going to use my Fortunes ability as Gabriel just kind of bows his head and begins to quietly pray and starts mumbling. And you hear, St. Michael's the Archangel, defend us in battle, be protection against the wickedness. And I'm going to roll weird. And let's see what happens here. That is a 10 plus 2. That's a 12.
Complete success.
So I get 3 holds here.
Nice.
And one of them is I can take a 1+1 forward. Well, forward, is that just for the rest of how do you
plus
read
1
that?
Forward means it applies to your next roll, whatever it is.
Okay. I'm going to take
it's a limited use.
At some point during this adventure, I can be somewhere where I am needed just in time.
Call it out. All right. Definitely want to make sure you have these holds marked that you know you have.
Yes, I'm going to take I can be somewhere that needed. I'm going to take a retroactively warn someone about an attack so it doesn't happen. And I'm going to take the take a +1 going forward. So my next roll, I get a +1. So,
are you spending any of those holds right now to do any of those things?
No, I'm going to
bank those.
This is him like mentally preparing for obviously something's happening here.
Yeah. You say the prayer that you have been taught and that you've done so many times before, and you feel that familiar sensation of, it feels as if you have surrounded yourself in a serene bubble, that there is a kind of white pulsating energy of the Holy Spirit itself that will keep you safe against evil. And you feel, as you say that prayer, that bubble of yours, that sort of protective armor that you put on, clad thyself in the armor of the Lord, you feel it butting against Julian the pizza guy.
Well,
you can't see it, but you can feel it. Go ahead, Lita.
I was gonna say, while he's praying, like right towards the end, so I don't actually interrupt him, I want to start tapping him on the shoulder. Gabriel?
Yes, Lita?
There's something bad in Julian.
Yes, I have noticed that.
Oh, you saw the birdcage on his head too?
No, it's different for me, but
oh,
I've noticed. And as I'm talking, I'm just like unclamping the sides of the guitar case.
Yeah.
Julian is...
I don't think we should keep him around.
He's lolling his head back and forth, mumbling.
So either.
Whoa, man, I got a bad feeling about this. As I look over the box of pizza, the mushroom and sausages, I'm actually eating a slice. I don't know. This is kind of freaking me out, man.
You just did everything but say zoinks.
Nipples, keep your shit together, man. There's something going on here.
Look at all the ambulances. Look at them all. And bird cages on people's head and screaming. And Simon,
Zahara actually gets up and knocks the pizza out of Billy's hand and says, "It could be the pizza. Maybe it's contaminated or something. You don't want to eat that."
oh, you think so? Oh.
I mean,
And he like agrees, but then he kind of reaches for another piece. Are you sure?
dude, I don't think it's worth it.
No.
Did you eat this pizza, Julian?
Don't close the door. Don't close the door. No.
Maybe we should just
get rid of him.
drop him at the front, you guys, and go. I don't know what's going on here, but
Yeah, you got it right. See, we just throw him right out at the front. They'll grab him. It'll be fine. Someone will find him.
yeah, if you open the door, I'll just like kick him out as we drive past.
So you deal with someone who's ODing. Jesus. Way to prove 911 right. What do you do?
I don't know, Gabriel. What should we do? You always know what to do.
I'm going to take another look at him. Can I, beyond the medical, attempt to determine what is wrong with him in this situation?
Yeah, sure. Do whatever you want.
And like making trying to determine what supernaturally is happening. Because I think at this point, Gabriel is like pretty sure there's something happening here.
I would say that the use magic move, there's the use magic move that is observe another place or time. I would say that a use magic roll would allow you to essentially see perhaps what
I
happens.
technically got rid of that ability for another one, but do you want me to make just a weird roll?
What's your other ability?
Push the limits.
Okay. Well, you do have knowledge. I'm going to say do a weird roll.
All right. I get a +1 for this because of my 1 forward.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm adding 3 to this, and that is going to be 12.
You do not need to help.
I do not need to help.
Yeah.
Gabriel, you place a hand on Julian, and you see in your mind's eye you see in your mind's eye Julian walking into the back room at the emergency room, the staff break room, picking up a book on the table, idly flipping through it, and then stopping still on one page, staring intently at it, shaking it off, and then placing the book back on the counter. His hand lingers on the cover of the book for some time, as if he's afraid to take it away. Slowly but surely, he backs away. His fingertips drag off the edge of the book. And he puts a hand to his head, takes off his visor, wipes his forehead, and then exits and goes about his business. But as he exits the emergency room, waiting room, there's a glass door, wooden glass window that sees through. And as he exits and shuts the door behind him, we see into that room now. Camera pans down and we see through that window into the room where a man with a pumpkin grin sits at a table, his hand on the book. And then you're back in the back of the van. Julian's head still lolling in front of you.
Has he succumbed to whatever this influence is?
He appears to be still dreaming and fighting in his dream. He keeps shouting, "Don't close the door. Please, please don't close the door."
Gabriel's going to turn back to everyone and say, he's very sick.
Yeah, man, I could tell. He doesn't look right at all.
We should not have him in this. I'll take him up to the front door. You all stay here.
You can't
Right.
go in there.
It'll be fine. I'll
No, there are bad things in there.
I'll take care of him. It's all right.
Gabriel, you can't go in there.
I'll be right back.
Listen,
No.
I got an idea. I'll pull the van around, all right? So if we got to get away fast, we can get away fast and we won't be blocked in by these ambulances. Sniffles, you go with Gabriel.
Well, what? Go with Gabriel.
Come on, man. Get the lead out of your ass and go with Gabriel in case
Yes.
something happens.
We'll take the Julian and they pull the van around. It'll be fine, Sniffles. Come on.
All right, man. Let's hurry up and get him in there so we can go.
I'm going to do the very 9-year-old thing of holding onto his arm very tightly in the hopes that I can physically hold him in the car.
You cannot. There will be no roll for this. You cannot.
I think before we go, Gabriel's going to take the sword out of the guitar case and the armor and start putting it on. And there's a tabard over the armor. This is like incredibly old fashioned. Like he is like straight up like cosplaying like a paladin at this point. And the tabard on it has the same emblem burned that is like scorched in over his heart.
Okay. Do the rest of your friends know that you occasionally dress?
I don't know how many of them know that, but like
That was gonna be my next question.
the juxtaposition.
That's for y'all to decide.
It looks fucking ridiculous, and he is taking it utterly seriously.
I thought we were just gonna take him to the front door. What's all this?
We're gonna do this again, Gabriel. This whole thing again.
Zahara, I believe this is one of the situations that calls for it. Just be ready.
I don't have time for this. I
Be
just
ready.
wanted my cable fixed.
I just wanted to play some Halo.
I thought you just wore that stuff when you went to like graveyards and stuff.
You know, Billy, when you say it like that, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so what's the party split that's happening here? We have Gabriel and Sniffles taking Julian.
Mhm.
Yeah, but while
Yeah.
he puts the armor on, I definitely begin stress eating the pizza that I was told not to eat.
Okay.
I don't know why I even bother.
Sniffles roll.
Lena's gonna jump out of the car after and follow after him because Gabriel has a big sword and he makes her feel safe, and I don't really want to be far away from the big sword.
For the
Lita.
folks that. Oh, go ahead.
Lita, where are you going? Get in the car. Come on.
I'll go get her. I'll go get her.
Zahara, you got to watch my niece. She's a little bit special, all right? Just keep an eye on her.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to pull the car over there and I'll wait for you guys. If anything goes down, hightail it back to the van, all right?
Okay, it'll be just a second. I'll be right back.
Colin, it makes
One
me
sec.
mad when he says that.
What?
When he says that I'm special like that and she has to watch me. Can I
Oh,
jinx his car?
You sure can. And how mad does that make you exactly?
It makes me really, really mad
Would you
because
say
he
it
never
fills you
listens
with?
to me.
Would you say it fills you with rage?
I would, and poor impulse control because he never listens to me.
Yeah, you're gonna do something to that car, definitely.
Him.
You feel as if you must. And Sniffles, what'd you get on that act under pressure roll? I asked for.
Act under pressure. I got a 3.
Wow, you have such bad heartburn from all the pizza you just ate. You are in gastrointestinal distress. You should probably be going to the emergency room yourself. You're pretty sure you're having a heart attack. Is your left arm getting numb? I think it's getting numb. I feel pain in my jaw. Oh God, it's radiating. You feel like you're gonna die.
When I get a chance, I would like to circle back to Billy having this moment.
Okay, Lita, what do you do?
I sort of want to make the engines break, but
Not our getaway car.
I'm not sure if I can do that with my jinx. I mean, maybe.
I think you can.
Okay, then I want to do that.
It just makes coincidences happen in your favor, basically, isn't it? The way it's really broad, isn't it?
Yeah, you encourage coincidences to occur and you want, and there's a list of things I can do like during combat and stuff.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Yeah.
You have to roll for this? Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Roll plus weird?
Yeah.
Great. Roll it. Zahara's never going to get her cable fixed.
It's a 2.
I'm totally cursed.
Roll a d4 again, Laura. Bless you, child.
That should have been safe.
That was not safe.
It's another 4.
Reroll it then.
It's a 1.
Lita, what are you doing using your jinx powers? Don't you remember what happens when you use your jinx powers? You remember?
I do remember. Am I hearing a voice?
I was getting there.
Oh, okay.
Let's not be so eager for it, you masochist.
Okay. I didn't even break the car. Damn it.
What does it actually say, by the way, is the consequence for failure on that jinx move?
Keeper gets 2 over you to use in the same way.
Oh, I get to make bad things happen to you.
Yeah.
Great. Making note of that.
I guess technically it's me or my party, because I don't know. It's unclear.
Yep. Putting that in big old caps. Thank you.
This counts as 1, though, right?
Nope. This is a separate mechanic. You recall what happens when you use your jinx powers.
Uh-huh.
You see a momentary vision of a playground and a young boy, a sickening crack, and white bone piercing through pink skin. You feel
really
the warm
mad.
blood that splattered your face. But you do it anyway.
Yeah.
Good. I can use you.
That one I heard, though.
Yeah, you heard that all right. Yeah. You're the only one who heard it. It was also featured a cameo by my cat clawing at the floor. And as you focus on the car, well, it doesn't work. You failed. As you focus on the car, you're so distracted by this feeling of someone being inside your mind that you can't keep it together enough to do it. And as the van, so you were like, you guys were pulling up and then just getting Gabriel and Sniffles out to take in Julian. Was that the plan?
Yeah, but Lita was jumping out after him. That's when Vertical yelled at her.
Car runs fine. Better than ever. Bill, you swing the van up. You can see EMTs running back and forth. And you can see in through the ambulance bay door from here. And all you can see is just lots of gurneys. Just lots and lots of gurneys.
This doesn't look right at all. I grabbed my long screwdriver and I just set it on the console just in case.
Phillips or Flathead?
It's a Phillips.
Smart man. Yeah. Vicious weapon.
Yes. I also have my Leatherman utility tool and I extend the blade and I set that down next to the screwdriver and my can of freshly opened Coke Zero.
How much more product placement are we getting in this?
You're gonna do cable now? Of all time, you're gonna do cable now?
Getting Juice all the sponsorships. All the sponsorships.
Yeah, in a campaign all about fucking nightmares, you know, you can really experience it best on a Casper mattress. Open the back of the van. Gabriel, Sniffles, you pull Julian out. You heading for the emergency room?
We are. If I recall correctly, Sniffles is struck with a terrible bout of
Yes, Sniffles is doubled over in pain.
and
I don't think Sniffles, you actually are even capable of lending a hand to help move Julian right now.
well,
You are gastrointestinal distress.
that's
Oh,
quite
man,
all right.
didn't I listen and not eat that pizza? You get me in so much trouble talking to his stomach.
Gabriel, can you carry him, or do you need me to help?
I've got him. It's fine.
All right. I got the van running. If anything weird goes on, you guys all get back here, all right?
And Gabriel's going to try to move a little quick and leave Sniffles a little behind and find a bit of a blind spot in all of the backed up ambulances.
That's going to be hard. It's pretty crowded right now. That's going to be difficult.
Yeah, just a little bit of a, like,
roll
it doesn't have to be quiet. It just has to be a slightly obscured point.
Roll act under pressure.
Oh, okay.
While you do that, Zahara, what are you doing?
I went running after Lita towards the
okay.
hospital to grab her.
Okay.
And she was
That's a 6.
You want to use luck?
No, I think Gabriel's just gonna read it as there's not really an opportunity here.
Mark experience. And by the way, for whoever, mark experience also if you didn't, Laura, for failing that weird roll. Okay, so you roll act under pressure and you failed. So
Is that does Gabriel read it wrong, or does he just not find the opportunity?
what are you trying to do?
I mean, this guy's clearly got some sort of major corruption going on, and there's only one thing to do with someone like that.
Yeah. Well, as you're trying to find a quiet moment with this fellow, you are so in a throng of EMTs and medical personnel running back and forth that you do not see the gurney that comes up and hits you from behind.
Mm-hmm.
You feel a gurney hit you in the spine for a second. Sharp pain. Take 1 harm.
All right.
And you look around, Gabriel, and see that on that gurney, and on the gurney in the hallway, and on the gurney in the back of the ambulance right there, and on the dozen or so other gurneys lining the hallway, everyone has the same symptoms as Julian.
Oh, quick mechanical question. Does my armor impact that harm? If I have 1 armor.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, you took the time to put it on. So
okay. I was just yeah.
so then just no harm then if you have an armor that's greater.
Gabriel looks around, and
my point being, by the way, you would realize that if this is your approach for him, your work's cut out for you.
Yeah, no, that's the conclusion Gabriel's coming to, that I must go to the source. Treat the disease, not the symptoms. And he's just going to kind of push Julian towards some of the EMTs. His hand coming off of the knife at his belt and turn back towards Sniffles, like come around the corner of an ambulance and just be like, Sniffles, are you all right? You don't look well.
No, I can't believe it. Not now.
That's why I don't eat mushrooms on pizza.
And he runs into the emergency room looking for a restroom.
I don't know.
Am I really the kind of game master who's about to ask you to roll act under pressure to see if you shit yourself? Yes.
Yes, you are.
I sure am. So,
all right.
How pressurized
okay
are you?
So I feel really good about this. I rolled an 11, who's the best roll of the night, and I get a mouse. That is a 10.
That is a 10. You stay.
Your best roll of the night is not to shit yourself.
I was totally going to use luck if I had to.
You know, I may die, but I'll do it with clean pants.
Yes.
You remain continent as you run pushing your way through the emergency room, you find the nearest sign indicating that there's any kind of restroom, and it's actually, you have to run through someone's ER room to get to the bathroom. So you see a toilet, run for it, run right past someone, and as you are booking it for the toilet, Sniffles, you can see that the person in the bed in the ER is tied to the gurney. Their wrists have gauze wrapped around them that's been braided together and has been knotted and tied to the bed, as does their ankles. And you can see that there is a piece of gauze that's been placed across their head to keep it from kicking up as this person thrashes and flutters their eyelids in their sleep.
Yeah, pass it. Oh, gosh, this would work so much better than that. As I run through the door.
Make it to the bathroom, leave an unholy abomination in their toilet. Jeez. How was that Monster of the Week game? It was good. There's a lot of poop jokes, though. So you absolutely destroy this bathroom, and as you're leaving, you see Lita, followed by Zahara, going past the door. Lita, you were going in the emergency room, yeah, so you wanted to look around.
No, I was following Gabriel.
Okay, Gabriel, you stayed outside.
I think he would be turning to Lita at this point after the birdcage comment and just saying, "All right, what did you see?"
What did I see when?
Just and look at, like, kind of wave at everything happening. Are you really going to do this now?
I mean, clearly I am, because I'm doing it, but I've seen several things and I wanted to know which one you were wanting.
Let's start with each of them, just one at a time. What have you seen
Today? There was a weird fuzzy cat when I was at school.
I swear to God, skip to the...
No, so there was when Mom was driving me here, there was a guy with a pumpkin head and a book, and then there was a bird cage on the pizza guy.
There was a book.
Not with the...
No, but there was a book.
Yeah, with a pumpkin head.
Do you have the book?
It was in a dream. I mean, yeah, I do, but that's...
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you distinguish it was in the dream? Have you told me that there's a physical book yet?
No, I haven't told you.
Okay, no, then there was a book.
There was a book in a vision. I had a vision with the pumpkin head, and there was a book.
All right, there was a book?
Yeah, at the playground. And...
The playground in which you were digging.
The playground behind Uncle Bill's, yeah. And the pizza guy had a birdcage head, and I may have heard some voices.
Gabriel's gonna, like, straighten up
today,
and look over everything and do, like, the one thing he never does, and just look over and go, fuck.
Maybe we didn't do this at the hospital, though.
Has the voices you've been hearing, have they said anything significant?
They said they could use me?
I think it's best if you go wait with Bill.
I don't want to go wait with Bill.
I think we should go wait with Bill.
Bill doesn't have a sword.
It's probably better.
But...
Go.
I'm going to run, but I'm not actually going to go run back to the van, because being a tired little kid, I'm just going to go run and, like, total far out panic and just run off.
You're having a tantrum.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Gabriel's just gonna like
and rage and poor impulse control.
God.
As she runs away, is this like just take off? Like just take off? Yeah, just, the way kids do.
I mean, she's not gonna scream, but he said run, and he got really scary when he did it, and she doesn't want to go back and sit in the van with her uncle.
As Lita runs away from Gabriel and Zahara, you hear a voice in your mind, a lighthearted voice, telling you, you should go get her.
It's creepy.
She's gonna get hurt. You should stop it. Go.
Zahara looks around, expecting to almost see somebody.
Nope.
And when she doesn't, she calls out to Gabriel and says, dude, I think we should all get back to the van. I don't know what's going on here, but I think we all need to get out of here.
You need to keep her out of traffic.
When I hear that, I'll look around to see which direction Lita went and whether it was in the direction of like a main road.
It is.
I'll go chasing after her once again, trying to reach up to her.
Okay. Lita, what are you doing?
I mean, I didn't really think of anything past running off, I guess.
Okay. That's fine. You run. I have 2 hold on you.
You do.
You run off, Lita. You have no intention of running into the road.
No.
Of course not. That'd be stupid. But.
Okay.
You are young. You know your colors and shapes in your alphabet, and you can read all right.
And algebra.
And algebra. Pretty advanced for a 9-year-old. But the one thing you've struggled with is tying your shoes. And you trip right at the edge of the curb and fall into the road. There is an oncoming truck. And you can see nothing but the blinding light of headlights approaching you.
Colin?
Zahara.
Colin?
Yes.
Can I use my be in the right place just in the nick of time hold?
You absolutely may.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I didn't mean to cut off Zahara.
No.
This
I mean, I
seems
was
like the time for Gabriel to just have a strange feeling that he needs to follow, and seeing Lita fall right in front of this truck and dash and grab her through a roll and like just come up with her on the other side of the truck as it goes by and just look at her, and in that moment just say, you need to be very, very careful tonight, Lita.
Why? You don't care what happens.
I do, actually. And
No, you told me to go away.
I told you to wait with Bill.
I don't want to wait with Bill.
So as they're fighting about this, Zahara runs up, completely out of breath, kind of bent over a little bit, and is like, what are you guys doing out here? Like, we were supposed to go. Like, where's Billy? Is Bill still in the van? What's going on?
I believe Billy's dying on the toilet right now, and
you let him go in there?
It
looks
it was
crazy
better for
in
everybody.
there.
It was better for everybody. How about
You
this?
gotta go get
Lita,
him.
Lita, would you like to go with Zahara?
I don't want to go in the hospital.
No, I'll go in the hospital.
No, you're gonna take the kid. I'm done chasing after this kid.
That's fair. All right. All right, I'll take
Hey,
the pig. You go get Billy.
Here.
Come on, there's plenty of room in the van, you guys. Let's go. If you dropped off Julian, let's get the hell out of here.
Lita, she makes an excellent point. I'll take you to the van. She'll go get Billy.
Okay. Gabriel's taking Lita to the van.
Yep.
And who's going to get Billy?
Zahara.
I am.
Zahara's going to get Billy.
Mhm.
Zahara, Gabriel tackles Lita, spares her from being crushed by a truck as you're approaching. You have this talk, and then as you're walking away from this whole fracas, you hear that same voice in your head saying,
I bet you couldn't do that. That was really cool.
Shut up.
You shut up.
I'm so sick of you right now.
You don't even know who I am. Don't judge me. Damn. You want to hang out?
Maybe sometimes.
I can do the thing that you can do with the talking to your brain. I'm doing it right now.
Zahara
best
head
friends?
towards.
Are we best friends?
No.
Fine. Just gonna hang out with a 9-year-old.
the voice goes away. You rejected it. How rude. You head back inside to the ER. You find Billy just emerging from that room. Old Sniffles is looking a little rough, but I'm going to say, Sniffles, you have a little bit of a spring in your step. Your pants fit a little bit better now. Now that that's done with. Belt is slightly looser.
Fair enough.
And as you run into Billy outside of the room, it's just sinking in now, Billy. You've been so focused on just the blinding pain in your gut that you haven't really had time to focus on anything else. But now that that's gone and you're looking at your friend Zahara again, you can hear the utter fucking pandemonium that is this emergency room right now. It is constant running back and forth. Doctors, nurses, technicians, ordinary people just lending a hand. It's not a very big hospital. There's not a lot of rooms in the ER, but they all appear to be full, and there are gurneys lining the hallway because there's just no space to put anyone else. And everyone is tied to their gurneys in some way. They are restrained. And they are all similarly thrashing to the way Julian was. Their eyelids are fluttering. And you can hear constant paging over the intercom,
Dr. Kravitz to the main lobby.
that sort of thing. It's just never-ending chaos. And it's so freaking loud in here. It's actually difficult for you and Zahara to hold a conversation over it. What do you do?
Well, I'm like freaking out. Look at all this. This is nuts. I feel like we should be doing something to help, but at the same time, I want to get out of here.
Dude, there are way too many people here. We have to go.
But,
What are you gonna do? What are you, a doctor?
No, but I don't know. Maybe I can fetch water or something. Look at them.
You like boil towels or something? Like,
I don't know, but look at all these people. They're all sick.
yeah, I don't know what's going on. Did you see anything on the news?
No, I mean, they said something weird when I called 911. They asked about the fluttering eye stuff.
What? Fluttering eyes?
Yeah, but when I asked Gabriel if there was anything weird about the eyes, he said no.
Dude, look, that guy was messed up. I don't even know. I don't know. I mean, do we know? What was he doing before he came and delivered our pizza?
He said he
Could
went
have
to
been on
hospital.
anything.
Oh, crap. We're at the hospital. Are we going to get fluttery eyes? You're right. We got to get out of here. They're all going to die.
Yeah, don't let him touch you. Don't let him touch you, whatever you do.
As you two are bickering, standing outside of this room, a doctor walks up to the two of you and says, I'm sorry, are you with someone? Are you patients? What are you doing here?
No, we're leaving. We're
That's
we're
right, you
getting
are.
out of here.
That way, please go. We are very busy. Need you out. Can't have any more bodies in here. Go.
And I head back to the van.
Bill, you've been sitting outside at the van. What did you just... you fuck.
Come on!
As you've been
Where are
waiting
you
outside, you've been waiting outside, Bill, laying on the horn, trying to get some attention. And you've been just sitting in the parking lot.
Did I notice like more and more people going in on gurneys?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I would have grabbed my supplies that I have in my work truck, and being a little more paranoid about the weird things that were going on, I think I would have most definitely prepared myself just in case any creeps try to come by the van. So I got my utility knife blade in one hand, the screwdriver in the other, and I'm wearing my mask because I don't want to breathe in whatever sickness made Julian, the pizza guy, start acting all weird.
Just to be clear, you dressed the way you are now with a mask, a hat, and holding a pocket knife. You're protecting yourself against the creeps.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, good.
And I'm looking out for my friends for them.
Wouldn't want to be mistaken for one yourself. That would be a tragedy.
Exactly. I'm a cable guy. I'm official. I turn on my beacon light on the top, the yellow spinning light.
You turn your light on, and as you sit there, knife drawn, mask on, you hear a voice coming at you from nearby, similar to the one Zahara heard, but it's not in your mind, it's in your ears. You can hear this voice coming from somewhere around the back of the van.
You seem scared.
The hell? Who's in my van?
It's cool back here.
The hell? What was in that? What the hell was in that bong?
Is it an open back of the van, or do you have to go, like, can you look into the back of the van?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to look around?
Yeah.
Roll plus sharp. Read a bad situation.
Yes. Well, I rolled a 10.
Nice.
That's an 11 total.
Okay. So do you have the sheet in front of you, the Hunter reference sheet? So read a bad situation. You can ask 2 of those questions. Oh, sorry. You can ask 3 of those questions.
Physically, do I see anyone physically in the truck?
From where you're sitting, no. But that voice seems like it's very close.
Okay. Does it seem threatening to me?
No. It seems playful.
Does it seem like it might be somehow connected to the weird things that are going on at this hospital and with Julian and with my niece?
Hard to tell, but possesses the ability to kind of talk into your brain a little bit. So maybe.
Okay, so here's what I do. Hey, do you like music? Back there?
You want me to sing for you? This
No,
is the song that never ends. It can't go on and on, my friend. No, not good.
No, I was thinking more like, Foghat or something. But listen, I wanted to ask you a question. Maybe you could help me out and I could help you out or something, okay?
Maybe.
Do you think you could tell me what's going on with all these people going into the hospital over there? Okay, well, what's going on with all these people going into the hospital?
Well, when you put it like that. I should stop hiding. This is silly.
And from, you see it was like behind your seat, directly beneath. You'd have to be looking straight down to have seen it.
Okay.
From under a drop cloth that you have, you see just one little eye poke out. And you can hear now, not in your mind, but speaking directly into your ears, this voice of this woman. And she pulls the cloth back a little bit further, and you see that she has kind of greasy blonde hair that just kind of hangs about her face in kind of just these big greasy chunks. She looks not well taken care of at all. And she has a shirt on that's just sort of a tattered t-shirt with rips and tears all throughout it.
But she looks human.
She looks human, yeah. Oh, yeah. But pretty beat up. Dirty, clearly has been sleeping rough. Looks like has been probably homeless. Looks like she's been sleeping outside. She has leaves that kind of stick to her hair. You can see that probably she's been laying down in a park sometime recently. Dirt that covers her face. Says, hi.
So I'm Bill. What's your name?
I'm Holly.
Holly, okay.
You have a nice van. It's warm in here. I like it.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm glad you're comfortable. I'd offer you something to eat, but there's food back at the apartment. Hey, listen, not that I'm bothered by the fact that you are hanging out in my van or anything. It's not weird at all, but do you think you can tell me about what's going on around here? Like, why are all these people sick? Why is the hospital so full? And what the hell happened to Julian?
I'm pretty hungry. Can I have some pizza?
There might be a piece over there that.
Yeah, that guy really wolfed it down.
Oh, did he eat it all?
There's not a lot left.
All right, hold on.
I'll have a mushroom. I guess that'll do.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. Have that. I might have some snacks in my glove box over here. Sometimes I keep peanuts and stuff for when I'm on a break. But why don't you tell me about like what's going on around here? You said you know something about that, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you know how like all of your friends are really spooky? But you're not.
All right.
No, you're like normal, and it's so cool. I think it's so cool that you're like just like a guy who just like has a van, but like all of your friends can do cool stuff and you can't.
Okay.
It's so cool. I wish I couldn't do cool things. I can do cool things though. I can do lots of cool stuff with my brain. I can talk to people with my head directly into their head. It's pretty cool. I kind of sometimes wish I couldn't do that though, because it's like exhausting, you know, but it's like, but it's cool because you get to learn all kinds of cool stuff, you know, about the stuff that goes on in town. You get to hear what people are thinking all the time. Like your niece, like she does that too.
Oh, so you're you kind of hear things and see things, huh? Like my niece, huh?
Oh, yeah. Except I'm like way better at it than she is. No offense. I don't really want to I'm not trying to throw shade, but like I've been doing this a really long time, and when I was younger, I worked with these people who like made me get like really good at it. Like they made me get like really good at it. Like I had to. It was a weird situation, but that's over now.
Orphanage or something?
Hmm?
Were you in an orphanage or something? What do you mean by people?
Or something? Yeah. So, yeah. It was a whole thing. There was a fire. Whatever. So, anyway, what's going on? Right. What's going on?
So,
okay.
So why is everybody sick?
Why is everyone sick? Well, they're not really sick. Okay, that's where we gotta go all the way back to the beginning. They're not sick, silly. They're not sick. Sick people get better. No one's ever gonna get better.
Oh, is that what do you mean by that?
Oh, I mean everyone in there is gonna die. Oh, including your niece.
Hey, listen. When it comes to my family, I take things seriously. Is she sick or something? Why are you saying that people are going to die?
Oh, it's not that hard. Hey, it's nothing personal. Like, I'm not trying to be weird. I know this probably sounds kind of weird because I was talking into your brain in the beginning, and now I'm like saying all kinds of stuff that probably sounds crazy to you about how I was like raised with bad people, and then I set them all on fire and all this stuff. Okay, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Calm down, Holly. Calm down, Holly. Calm down, Holly. Okay, so no one's sick, but they're still all gonna die, and it's real simple because they have to die. And hey, look, I don't want you to think I'm excluding myself. I'm gonna die too. I mean, so are you. We all are, right? But I'm one of the people that also has to die. So, and I'm kind of at peace with it, and probably the sooner that you get at peace with it,
so why
the best.
Why do you have to die? Why has everybody got to die? What's going on?
Why does everyone have to die? Well, it's actually really simple. I can't pretend that I like totally get it, you know? You ever just like get something but not really get it? Like, you know how it works, but like okay, like I know that like, so like my dad was a mechanic, right? And I know that you have to like change spark plugs in a car or else it like won't work eventually. I don't know what they do though. You know, I don't really get it. I don't really get how all this stuff works, but I know that that's important. And when it comes to this stuff, I don't really understand all the ins and outs, but I know that like some things are important. And one thing I know for sure, because he kind of told me about this like in my dreams when he was talking to me in my dreams, is that he's never gonna die. He's gonna always be there like forever, all through all time, until there are no more people left who know his name.
Who's this guy you're talking about?
Oh, the Pumpkin King. Yeah, he's in everyone's dreams, and I know his name, and now your little niece knows his name too. And now
So
I'm sorry.
you're going to die, right?
Sorry?
If you're saying that if you know this pumpkin guy's name, that you die, is that why all these people are getting?
No, that's not what I said. No, what I said was he can't die ever until there's not a living soul left who knows his name. And there's like a whole bunch of them in there, including your niece and including me. But the good news is, there is some good news. He can't scare me. He can scare your niece, and he's gonna scare your niece. He's gonna scare her real good.
Hey, Holly, what if I don't want my niece to get scared or get hurt or to die?
Well, then you probably shouldn't have let her read the book.
What book?
And that's where we're gonna end our session for the night. Ay.
Yay!
One shot.
Yeah, it's never a one shot. Shut up. You know it's never a one shot. Give me a break.
Never.
Well, on behalf of all the players and Juce, who is our producer and host, Colin, you did a fantastic job running us through what was initially very comedic, and now I'm afraid I'm going to have nightmares of creepy talking to me. But for everybody watching, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And stay tuned. We will post up when the next session is going to be, so y'all can check it out.
Thank you so much. How about before we go round the horn one more time and tell everyone who we are and where we can be found. In the upcoming weeks, we have a new season starting on Encounter Roleplay and stuff, so there's going to be lots of stuff to talk about. So I'll go last. So let's start. I'm going to go reverse order as I did before. So let's start to my digital left with Laura. What's going on, Lita? How you feeling, first of all? How's Lita doing?
Oh,
Right.
well, I mean, she's just peachy and definitely making all the good choices.
Good kid. Really love her.
Yeah, no, she's definitely in the right place, and has not done anything that will cause her to absolutely die in this story. But I'm Laura, and I'm doing good. You can find me at Laura G on Discord, or at ShinyMathRocks_ on Twitter, and shiny_math_rocks on Instagram, where I am making dice. I'm sort of
so pretty.
Yeah, I'm sort of wrapping up the learning process, and I'm gonna actually start doing stuff with it soon, but we'll see where that goes. So
I can attest that Laura makes absolutely beautiful dice. The ones she made me for Captain Kit for Wild and Chaotic were gorgeous.
I take no responsibility for the rolls.
Oh yeah, don't. Why do you think I love Monster of the Week so much? Monster of the Week is a system. Monster of the Week's a system where the GM never rolls dice. This is precisely why I love this game. Fucking cursed.
Yeah, this and you need a GM Cipher. Those are the two games meant for you, Colin.
Yeah, no rolling. All right, well, let's go down below Laura to Paula. How you doing? How's Zahara doing? And where can we find you?
Zahara's doing okay. She's pretty skeptical of a lot of the stuff that's going on. But I don't know. I guess we'll see how it pans out for her. I am on Master the Game a couple times a week. We do some mini painting, and then tomorrow night, I'm on here for a Tyranny of Dragons game as well.
Ooh, cool. All right.
Where we will basically all die. So.
Oh, totally unlike this game.
Yeah, I mean.
For something new. For a change of pace. All right. Beautiful. All right. To the right of Paula, we have Dave. Dave, what's up? How's Sniffles doing? And how are you doing? And where can we find you?
Sniffles is feeling much better now, or was anyway, and then it's going to get much worse.
There's going to be a second wave of indigestion.
He's going to need more pizza after this, for sure. You can find me over at Nerdarchy, posting up videos on the reg, and over on the Nerdarchy website, you can find us. Basically, if you just search Nerdarchy, all the places you can find us.
All right. Thank you very much, Dave. To his right, we have Bill, played by Bill. What's going on, Bill? How's Bill doing, and how's Bill doing, and where can we find Bill?
All of the Bills are good. Bill, the cable guy, was doing great on his Friday night until this weird shit started to happen. So I guess we'll find out, what happens in the next episode. You can find me everywhere because I'm the Bill Allan. So that's all.
Right on, Bill. And last but not least, my dear boy, Tom. Oh, yeah, Laura just reminded me I have a secret to reveal, and I will. My dear friend Tom, how you doing, buddy? How's Gabriel doing? How are you doing? Where can we find you?
Gabriel's not great. He's trying to get a read on the situation, exactly how many people he needs to kill, because it's kind of looking like a lot. It's kind of looking like a lot. You can find me at TP_Grant on Twitter. I don't have much going on at the moment. I think next week we're playing Black Rock Adventures here on Master of the Game, where I'll be breaking out my with Paula and Lauren. I'll be breaking out my my first ever warlock in D&D, Riley. A little bit of a gunslinger. If you want to catch me over on Encounter Roleplay, I am in the Discord constantly. Our mine and Colin's playthrough of the 1776 Vihander Flames of Freedom game just went live. So if you want to see me belittling Colin in character constantly, that is live on YouTube. And
fuck you, I'm wicked smart.
Yeah. And if you want to see why Colin is doing all these horrible things to me and Laura, you can also go to Encounter Roleplay YouTube and watch the Wild and Chaotic campaign, or even go further back here on Master of the Game and watch us play D&D here. Back when Colin was playing an utterly ridiculous character. So
back when I played a libertarian, I played libertarian Santa Claus rather than being spooky.
So yeah, other than that, find me at the Discord on Master of the Game, or Master of the Game, and over on Encounter Roleplay.
I pitched that character as libertarian Santa Claus entirely because he had a big fuck off white beard and he was a libertarian. But the more I think about it, the more the idea of a truly libertarian Santa Claus is fucking hilarious.
Nicodemus was an experience.
He could only be experienced once. I don't think I ever play that character again. All right. Well, I'm Colin at Colinomicon on Twitter, on Discord, Twitch, etc. I'm a variety streamer. I'll do all kinds of games on my own channel, and then I'm mostly doing tabletop stuff for Encounter Roleplay, actually, I think exclusively other than here. So you can catch me this upcoming season on Halloween. I'm going to be doing a game called Quietus on Encounter Roleplay. That is the single biggest bummer of a game I've ever seen in my entire life. It literally features, one of the chapters literally begins with the line, "The real enemy is your untreated depression." So it's that kind of melancholy game. I run a pretty spooky game over here with Monster of the Week, but this is going to be some depressing shit. And that is a game for 1 GM and a maximum of 2 other people. So it's a very small, intimate game. It takes about 2 hours to play. It's going to be an intense experience, after which I'm going to need a beer and a cigarette. So definitely come see that. And I'm doing another game in Encounter Roleplay, but I don't know if I can talk about it yet. So I'm not gonna. I'm gonna let discretion be the better part of valor.
Lucky for you, this isn't a one-shot, so there'll be other games.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this is, catch me back here for, there'll be more of this because I don't do one-shots. My one-shots, I have so many failed one-shots under my belt that turn into campaigns. So the big reveal, what's going on in the background here? Why do I keep making them make these rolls? This adventure features a special monster known as the Pumpkin King, which you've already sort of encountered, but one that has a sort of Freddy Krueger-esque mechanic of living inside your dreams and exploiting your worst fears. Every time the players attempt a sharp or a weird roll, if they fail, I should mention, before this game started, after our session 0, I asked every single player to send me their character's deepest fear and darkest secret, which they sent to me and only me. No one else in the party knows them. That is exclusively my knowledge. Every time they attempt a sharp or a weird roll and they fail, the Pumpkin King becomes aware of one of their fears or one of their secrets and can then use it against them in their dreams. So the Pumpkin King has become aware of a few things so far. We got 1 from Tom and 2 from Laura, so I'm coming for you.
Because my character never does sharp or weird things at all.
Yeah.
I mean, she's only totally built around doing weird things.
You have a high weird, though. I mean, it's less
I
likely
do.
you're gonna fail. But...
My sharp is absolutely terrible. My sharp is trash.
And I have a hold on you still.
You do.
So that's what's going on. The enemy within is slowly learning what they're afraid of, and I will be using it against them next time on Monster of the Week when we return to Sleepy Hollow. That's all for us tonight. Thank you so much, Juice. Thank you for hosting us, and we'll see you all back next time on Monster of the Week.